Even after that, he was throwing elbows, being a real piece of shit. He knocked the fuck out of James Harden. Remember that? You remember that when he was
Some say he deserved it. Some
James
say.
Harden, a
So
young James Harden,
I'm just saying some people say he deserved it and he did
bro.
nothing.
Good morning, friends and family. Welcome back to another episode of Chad's Chats. We're here again, back at you with another awesome episode. I'm here with Brian and Jackson, B-Rye, and Jack Attack. How we doing,
What
boys?
up?
Doing good. Doing good.
I'm
Doing
doing
good.
fantastic. Fantastic.
Good as I can be, you know? Hell yeah.
Whoa. Hey,
You okay?
he just got done watching Daredevil and he's like, I can't take it.
I'm telling you the brutalness of this
Did
show.
you finish it?
Yes, I did, unfortunately.
Today was we finished. I finished it too. Brian, I think, bowed out a
I
while
stopped
ago.
watching.
Turns out to be the right
Thank God, Brian.
move. Huge
God.
waste of time. Horrible ending. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
I
Go into
just,
sentence.
I, I'm not gonna say I told you so,
Don't come on. Why is everyone trying to get me to eat crow today?
but this
I'm
is,
sorry I
but
believed in something.
Brian, like this is exactly, it's like the same cycle they do every single stupid ass show.
I'm sorry that I thought that because they had the blueprint, they weren't going to fumble the bag. I'm sorry. I thought that Marvel movie money was going to pay for a little bit of like good writing, but you know, I'm a dreamer.
Disney's
guys. I'm a
silly
dreamer.
though. Disney is very silly with
Just
that.
in their stupid organization.
You know what? Still going to. I'm still gonna watch everything they put up.
Hey, I'll still be there for season 2.
Yeah, I'm still excited for Fantastic Four. So
Yeah.
nothing's dead. It's just, come on, guys. Like, how long are we gonna hang on to this Endgame loyalty that you guys built up? I mean, it's
A
like,
lot. Dude, it's a lot.
I
It's
mean, they
everything
won
even
like in
before
terms of
Endgame.
rings. Like, how much you think? Like, they won like a couple. Like, it's a dynasty, right? It was a dynasty.
Dude,
6,
they
7
probably had
rings.
like 6. Yeah, 6
They were
easy.
basically what Tom Brady was to the Patriots. But it's like at some point, I mean, they fired Bill Belichick, so
Hey, yeah, you're right. Maybe Fantastic Four is it.
Maybe.
Maybe that's your last chance
come back, man. Let's come back. We need it. We
because
want it.
you're very high
I
on that.
think if you really go by phases,
Pascal doesn't miss.
it is the new phase of Marvel.
Yeah.
Or does he?
Well, there's a couple. Yeah. Okay. There is one of the DC one. Okay. God damn it. Wonder Woman was pretty good.
Yeah. You know, well, speaking of Pedro Pascal, The Last of Us.
That's a good segue.
Oh, Last of
You
Us just came out,
guys,
season 2. Have we all watched it?
yeah.
Yeah. Brian, thoughts, or do you want us to go first? Because I haven't played the game.
Depend the second.
Jack has.
Yeah,
I know.
I think
So
the
I
second
think I'm like
episode
the
come out yet?
rawest one on it. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea how it's
yeah.
going to
So
end.
we have to like make sure no spoilers and
Yeah,
stuff like that. So
don't
I'll
you
just
fucking
I'll
dare.
just talk about this. I didn't love it. I
Oh,
honestly hated the way
wow.
Ellie was. I
Kind
felt
of,
like she was a
kind
little
of a
bit of like
bitch,
a,
right? Kind of mean.
like kind of like just a petulant child. Like, yeah, I did not like it. I think they made Ellie like a child, and I think that's not how she is in the game at all. And to be fair, I'm probably a little too close to this because I truly love those games. Like, they're some of my favorite things ever.
So good.
Still gotta get
Um,
on them. I still haven't played them.
they're so good,
Some of the
but
best.
yeah, I just don't
Some of the
really
best
like the
games.
way they made Ellie so far, and I'm curious to see. And I hate Abby. The casting of Abby was the worst casting in the
Is
history of
Abby's the
castings.
friend, right?
No,
Oh,
Abby's.
nope, sorry, my
You
bad.
saw the episode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you said Abby's the girl in the beginning who wants to like kill them.
Oh, okay. I got
But like in the game, she's supposed to be like a fucking beast, like an ox,
Yeah.
and like that's
you.
part of that is
Like
because of like her
physically, she's
character.
big. She's like a big
like
person.
like a fucking she like yeah like, and but part of that like with their storyline is because she's obviously like wants to seek revenge and like part of her is like getting fucking yoked up trying to do that and I just don't I hated the casting. Granted we only got the one scene,
Uh,
but I just don't like the casting of it and
She
I don't
wasn't
like the
in
way
the
they made Ellie.
she wasn't in the first season at all.
No,
at the end? No. Okay,
no.
gotcha.
So yeah, I didn't really love it.
Jackson.
You know, like I like your points a lot, which make a lot of sense. Again, like shout out to the game franchise, incredible. Um, honestly,
Boy,
there,
I'm gonna
there
sound like a dummy
there
after
really
this. I swear.
won't be like there really won't be something like that for a long time, in my opinion. It's such a good zombie game, like oh man, so good. I don't
Pretty
think
original too. It's not
so.
like
Like
normal
And
zombies.
yeah,
You got the
just
mushrooms.
it's
man.
like even just the gameplay stuff is awesome, but
Particle.
like truly that storyline is
Oh,
just
and it's
great in
incredible.
itself.
Yeah.
Like I mean, they're making a fucking show out of it just
Like
of how good it
And
is.
they don't change. I guess maybe they do change a lot. I don't know,
They
but
do change some stuff because
okay.
they have to, but
yeah.
like in my opinion, not for the best. But like
Yeah.
I understand why.
With going back to your points, the reason why they're making her that way, I think it's just to like kind of bring it back to her age a little bit, you know? Which I don't think you kind of get that in the game so much as like in a TV sequence, like in a cinematic sense, I guess. You know what I mean? Because like when you have a game, it's like they're kind of like you kind of have to really move it forward, and in a sense, in a TV series, you can kind of stretch it out to make more of an arc for Ellie, I guess, you know, because they have more time. So I would honestly just give it another couple episodes. I didn't like some things. I agree. I totally agree. But I really like the actors and their approach was with it. Um, there's some things like again, like yeah, again, her character that kind of was like off-putting to me. I was like watching it with Sierra, my fiance, shout out. Um,
Shout out to you.
Shout out.
I was like, that's not how she was. That's kind of different. But maybe they're going for more of a realistic look because she did look
They're putting
like
more layers on
I
her.
mean
They're giving
maybe
her a little
maybe
more.
that's
Listen,
the
Ellie's like
direct
an onion, okay? No.
No, but she's like 19 or
yeah
supposed to be like 19,
She's
yeah
got
20.
layers.
yeah I think with what she's had to deal with, I think yeah, again, like layers, you're right. I think in a way that makes
Got
sense.
layers.
I think they're trying to fold it, but I do agree with like there's some things where like okay, if the game was so good and it did so well, don't and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? Like
Well, you wanna create a little mystery for
well,
people. Like
yeah,
you
totally,
know.
of course, but I mean, I could see how it would affect some fans, just fans
Yeah.
in general,
I mean,
just like
some
going
people aren't
into
all the way sold
Daredevil
on
when
it.
we talk about
Yeah.
Daredevil, I'll talk about that a couple of things with
No,
fans
we
and
talked
stuff,
about
but
Daredevil. We're done with that.
no, I'm just kidding.
We're done with that. We're done with that. We gave it its time, its place. We're done.
Well, did you like the episode, Chad?
Of what? Daredevil? No, I'm just
No.
Last of Us. I did. I really and you know what? Admittedly, I literally watched it right after the end of Daredevil, and it was like a breath of fresh air. I was like, this shit deserves an Oscar compared to what the fuck I just watched. No, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was the characters were explained pretty cool. I liked how they introduced Ellie's new friend, and I was interested in all that whole dynamic. I enjoyed it. I'm excited to see where it goes. How like no spoilers, but like what they kind of ended on and all that stuff. So to me, like as a person that doesn't know what's gonna happen, I'm pretty hooked. So I liked it. The gory parts were pretty cool too.
Yeah, just man, Pedro Pascal.
He looks
A
amazing with
hunk.
his hairs. With
A
his
hunk.
hair
Holy
slicked
shit.
back, dude. That's
No, like
exactly.
just like
Look at the hairline too,
his arc
right?
his arc from the beginning of the season one to like this scene where he's talking to the woman at the table. Um, I know what you guys are talking about, and he's like crying, and he's like giving the monologue of his life.
Oh, to Kevin's mom
Yeah, or
from Home Alone.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, and
Amazing actress. I don't know her name off the top of my head, but
um, but yeah, I mean, it's just I think it's cool to see where the writers are taking it.
that
Um,
that scene was really cool though. Like I really that was probably the best scene of the the whole episode to me is that back and forth because I was just like, oh shit.
Mhm. And you just really feel for Joel, man. Like you're like at the
He's
point
trying, man. He's
you're at the
trying.
point where you're like, man, fuck, he's really had it. Like Joel's really like
Been
been
through a lot.
fucked over with a lot of things, and he's just trying his best to take care of this asshole little girl.
I love the character that I mean the cast, the person that they casted for Ellie.
Oh
She
yeah.
plays it so. I think she plays it like her little like moments of sweetness like
Mhm.
come through so strong on the screen. I feel like when she smiles back at her friend or like her little like when her friend tells her the joke and she kind of like takes a second to process it and is like, did you just make that up? Like, you know, like those little moments I really thought were cool, and it's hard to get that from young actors.
Mhm.
I know she's not that young. She's kind of older than her. What is she,
Probably
like
like
25?
21, 22.
No, I think she's like,
Probably might
Not bad.
be.
yeah, I think she's like
Hey,
closer
Yeah,
to
I
our
don't love her
age.
as Ellie. I'll say I don't love her as Ellie.
Really?
She's not my Ellie.
Okay.
huh,
I like her as
Not
an
my Ellie.
actress. She was a,
Game of Thrones.
yeah, one of the Mormons, Bear Island, right?
Something more my yeah, that was my
Yeah, it
bad.
turns into a zombie. Spoiler alert. Goes out like a beast. Yeah, I like her as an actress. I think she's
yeah,
doing a good job.
I just don't like her as Ellie.
Yeah, well,
I could see that. Um,
You know what? What it was funny though, Chad, to like not to like move it along, but to move it along. Um
I'm with it.
I was actually because WrestleMania is this weekend.
Oh my
So
god, I
like
know, right?
somehow on like my timeline, I'm just getting a shitload of WWF like old school shit.
It's
And I'm
Are you
watching
getting
this
hyped?
and
Are you getting fucking hyped?
I think I'm gonna watch it this weekend and I'll be like, all right, like let's do it. I'll do it. I'll watch WrestleMania. Um,
I was thinking about having a
and like
WrestleMania party
just
too, and the playoffs for
dude,
NBA start this week too. So
just being
what a
like
true.
weekend!
my dad's gonna come to help like me move and drive.
Oh
It's
my
like, hey,
god,
what are we gonna watch? WrestleMania, buddy.
is it? I was gonna ask, is it free? I feel like it's free, right?
I think it's on Peacock.
Netflix
Right,
though.
but you don't have to pay for it, right? I grew up in the days where
I,
it's $60 every time, and you got to
I
scrum together your week's allowance with your
if
two other
I'm
brothers.
correct, I believe it's free on Peacock.
Man, what a time! Where
Remember
and
pay
it's
per
like
view?
multiple days too. I
As
think it's
long
like it's
as you have
Saturday
the
and
Peacock
Sunday.
subscription.
Yeah, well,
Is it?
yes.
Oh,
They got
okay.
some bangers both day. I know, right? Like you can catch a little here, a little there. You don't have to fully commit, or you can, and you're gonna have a
And I
time.
recommend you do.
I think I'm going to. I mean, it's gonna be tough because the Celtics play at 12. I don't know when it starts. Maybe it starts after. If it starts
Are the
after the
Celtics the
game,
first game?
no, they play on Sunday, and there's a lot of games on
Uh,
Saturday.
Remember,
So
you used to have to
God, I can't
like
wait for this
pre-order on
NBA
Netflix,
playoffs.
and it would come in the mail, and you would have to
No,
like be on a
what
list.
the what?
WWE like WrestleMania.
No, it was
Netflix.
pay per view. I mean, you could
Well, that
probably do
too.
that out for the late after it was shown, but
But
like
like
for
I
us,
remember for my
we
birthdays,
always you
I
pick
would
some
have
weird
to
ones.
I would have to put it. I would remember you would have to put on a list, and then you would have to wait until it was the top of the list in your family's like circle,
And
and
we had
then
like 6 people, and
and
everyone
then
had picks. It took a while for the rotation to
and
get
it,
For
distributed.
you to get a
and
movie.
you know mom
Have you watched the movie yet?
and you know mom would be like, well, I wanted to watch this movie, so I moved my name
Titanic
to
director's
one.
cut.
So, but like I would wait for it specifically for my birthday, and then I would get it on my birthday, and then we'd watch it.
Ooh, sorry, Jax. I actually moved mine ahead of yours. Ooh, birthday's gonna be a bit late.
No,
Yeah, I
no.
mean, we always did buy it. So it's like Jack did kind of like. I mean, for the most part, I don't think we missed one for we had a run there for
Oh
like
yeah, we
10 years.
watched.
We didn't miss a WrestleMania.
Oh,
Ooh, hey,
It
prior
was must
to
watch TV.
it was like the
back when
Super
you just
Bowl.
had like free the for all the channels like pay per
Yeah,
view,
yeah.
like yeah, you were never missing dude. Going back, those Instagram reels of like old school wrestling, it truly makes me just want to like go on YouTube like and just watch all these matches because they were just a pivotal point in our childhood, at least
Iconic.
mine.
I watch them all
And
the
it's just
time.
like, dude, it's just so good. And I'm like, oh God, give me like wipe it off from my memory, take me back as a child, and just let me relive those WWF moments. Fantastic.
Tatum came in the other day while I was watching it, and he was like, bah, bah, bah. Like he was like every time like they hit him, he was like, wow. It was funny.
It was like Tatum walked in and it was like the bikini contest with Tori Wilson and Stacey
Right? It
Keebler.
was one of the it was yeah.
Like,
It
ooh, Papa.
was the McMahon getting a lap dance from
Yeah, yeah.
no, I walk in with to Tatum at the daycare and he's giving like one of the other kids a Stone Cold Stunner. I'm just like, no.
But then you're like, do it again, do it again.
Do it again. This is gonna go viral.
Yeah.
No, I'm excited. Do you guys? I think what you should do, Brian, is you should, if you have time, go on Netflix, and pop on Monday Night Raw, the recent
The
one.
old, like the just
No,
the
like
newest one.
the most recent. Yeah, the most recent one. It just happened Monday. It's a good episode, and hopefully that kind of gets you caught up on like the mini little timelines, and then
Okay.
you can be ready to go. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. But yeah, I'm excited for WrestleMania. I can't wait. First one I'm gonna watch in a while, and
What
yeah,
a comeback wrestling is that?
we'll be texting each other live while it's going on. Maybe we'll get a little video chat going.
Emergency podding.
Yeah, maybe we'll go live. You never know. No, that's gonna be dope. Same time as the NBA playoffs. Any picks for our finals? What are we gonna see in the finals, boys? I got mines.
Pick for the finals.
Yeah.
Probably
I want to hear you
Lakers,
say it.
Lakers
I wanna hear you
and
say it.
Cavs.
Oh, you
Probably.
just can't
I don't
give it
know.
to
Honestly,
us,
I
man.
have no idea. I have no idea.
It's OKC and
Lock it in. You gonna say Lakers, Cavs? Lock it in. Say it with your chest, Brian. I mean, if you mean it, talk it.
No, no, no,
I'm gonna say Celt.
no. I don't know.
I'm gonna say
Doesn't trust
Celtics.
his own team. Got you. Jackson.
I'm gonna say is OKC in the same league as the Celtics or
No.
They're in
Oh
conference.
wow, you're so off.
It's okay.
I'm
It's all
gonna
right.
say
It's all right.
OKC against the Celtics. Is that a thing?
That's gonna be my pick
That's
too. I'm just
probably
going. Yeah, I'm
what
going basic
what
bitch
the
answer.
Vegas probably has. That's probably what Vegas has.
I that's what
I could see.
Okay, so
You know
like
what?
that.
Actually, nope. I'm switching it up. I'm gonna say.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say Warriors Celtics.
Bucks.
Warriors Celtics rematch. This time, Celtics come out on top.
No, I don't
Celtics in
see the
5.
Warriors making it that far.
I don't know. Like they can get hot and they can run that for a while.
They could.
They got that championship pedigree.
And then they can also get really cold.
Yeah, they could. They could. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just, they're coming in hot. Curry can't miss a shot right now, and I'm gonna go on a dark horse here. Yeah, Thunder's easy one. I'm gonna shake it up a little. Okay, I'm gonna reach a little bit here, and I'm gonna go Golden State, Celtics,
Mm-mm.
and everyone's
I
gonna
think
say
that's
it's a horrible finals. Oh my god, Celtics have such an easy road.
Well, the East is easy compared to the West.
Well,
I mean,
I'm
that's a
sorry. I'm
fact.
sorry. We're so dominant. It looks like it's
Well,
just
you
a
guys weren't the
cakewalk.
number one seed.
We don't have to be, Brian. We don't have to be. We're still
I'm
gonna
just
run through
saying
these
the
bitches. Celtics
East,
and
the
Celtics.
East is easier. That's not a lie.
Yeah.
I mean, the
don't.
race in the West went down to the last game of the season
Yeah, but like record wise, is that because they're playing in a worser conference? Majority games. Is that what you're saying?
because
'Cause
it's tougher.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like
Because there's like more teams with better records in.
Yeah, I
the East.
believe. Yeah, for
And
sure.
you're saying it's because the majority of the games are
Well,
against
and
other
because the
shitty
teams,
East
the,
teams.
they're quality teams.
it's like the
That's
NFC.
what I'm
It's like the NFC of football.
I think no, because I think the NFC is tough too. It's just in its own right. They just won the Super Bowl.
Well, yeah, but I would say there's more competition in AFC than
I always felt NFC was defense, AFC was kind of more offense heavy.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, because of the Super Bowl winners, but still, again, you have way more worse teams, I think, in my opinion, in the NFC than the AFC.
I mean, maybe the Browns are in the AFC. So
Who do you guys play then? The Magic?
yeah, we got the Magic who were chanting, "We want Boston" for their play after their play in
Yeah.
tournament.
Hey,
I'm
give them
excited.
something to root for.
No,
Give them
yeah,
something
I'm
to root
cool.
for.
I'm cool with that. I can call it out. Fuck you, Ralph.
I like the
shout out, shout out.
competition. I like it.
Yeah, I mean it's
I mean,
gonna.
they're probably gonna get swept, but
You never know. They were saying like Pablo's a scorer. Isn't Pablo? Yeah.
oh, it doesn't have
That
faith in
guy
his
with the
team.
dreads.
Interesting how that worked out.
Okay, come on, dude.
It's like,
Let's piggyback on my thing. No, I think hopefully. No, I want it to be a sweep. Who am I kidding? I want them to rip their heads off. So, yeah, Celtics in 4. Should be fun. I'm excited for the other series though. To watch those. Some of those are gonna heat up nicely.
Yeah, it was the Bucks Pacers.
So
That's a good first
are you
round.
are you gonna pick a finals one, or are you gonna just kind of say like did you lock that in with the Lakers
I don't.
Cavs?
I mean,
Why
we're
not?
too
Why not?
dependent on like not having injuries. Like we
I,
can't
I feel
afford a
like
single
everyone
injury.
is for the kind of
Like we literally lose like LeBron and Luka, and we're fucked. And we
even
don't have a
worse.
center.
Yeah.
We don't even have a center.
Yeah, you got a tall motherfucking point guard though.
I
Two of
mean,
them.
we do got Luca. I mean, that's crazy. I still can't believe
It's
how
weird.
we got him.
Still
That's so
weird.
crazy how we
Still
got him.
weird seeing him
It's
like in a Laker
insane.
jersey.
But
just
no,
just throw LeBron
I
in there. He could do it, right? He could be a
I
center.
like the Lakers. I like the Lakers as long as they stay healthy. JJ, you got to give JJ his credit.
We'll see.
He's
We'll
done a
see.
great
Playoff
job.
JJ. I'm excited.
He's done a great job. Lake
That'd be
Lakers,
interesting.
Who are they playing?
uh, Timberwolves
Oh,
about to
that's gonna
shut
be
Anthony Edwards up.
fun. That's gonna be
About to shut him
fun.
up.
Mm.
I hope that's a really
He'll get
good
one game. He'll
series.
get one
How
game
many game
probably.
sevens do you think we're getting in this first round? I think 4. I think it's gonna be good. And
That's
I
a
think
lot.
3 are gonna come from the West, and I think the other
Who
one
do
we
who do
might.
the Nuggets play?
That's what I'm saying. Like I think a lot of them are pretty evened up. Let me try to find it
Do
real
the
quick.
Nuggets play? No, the Nuggets play the Clippers. That could actually be a really good series too.
Yeah, Golden State's playing the Rockets,
Yeah.
I believe, and then we got Lakers, Minnesota. We got
Yep.
Clippers, Denver,
Yep.
and then we got OKC and did the
Whoever wins,
Kings win? Is that tonight?
it's either the
Kings
Kings
versus
or
Dallas. Did
the.
that already happen?
No, I don't. At least I don't think. I
By the
think they're
time this
playing right
comes
now,
out, it
probably.
will already know. We'll be
Yeah.
into the playoffs. But
And then they'll play Memphis, and then whoever wins that game will be the 8th seed.
okay. And then on the East, we got Celtics versus Hawks. Nope, Celtics versus Magic.
Oh,
We just said it.
oh,
Celtics
I was
versus
about to
Magic.
say.
Hawks are going to be in a play-in with the Heat. Yeah, it should be a fun playoffs. I'm excited for it. Just around the corner. Which brings us to our fantasy draft today. We got our top 5 list we're going to be breaking out, and we're going to be doing a NBA style draft. This is a first for us on Chad's Chats. Brian, shout out to Brian. He kind of came up with this idea, and we all kind of worked on the categories. We're going to have 5 categories here that we're going to have to fill out in no particular order.
What is the draft topic?
So the draft topic is NBA, basically, because in honor of the NBA playoffs starting here. We got NBA villains. Each one has to have an NBA villain in history, a best jersey, best coach, NBA shoe. So a one shoe line, not like a whole shoe line, but one particular shoe from the line. Each person has to pick one. And then a best NBA analyst / commentator. So someone that's commentated on the game, maybe has a show about it. You can go as far as I think I'd accept like a podcast or two if someone's like really into that. I'll take it if you have a good argument.
Or someone maybe owned or has the ESPN show, and the
You never know. I want Tony Romo. No. But yeah, each person has to have one of those on their list filled out in no particular order, and it is a snake draft style. So if you're picking first in the first round, you're picking last in the second round.
I think this is like a draft too, where there a clear 1-1?
I think so. I think
Yeah.
so. But I'm not even gonna. I don't want to get into it because I don't even want to like hint at
Yeah,
like
I'm
where I'm
curious to
going.
see what
But I
the
think there's a
what the
clear
one
number
ones
one.
are. I think
I think if I
there's
don't get
potentially
this number one, it ruins my list a little bit.
this.
There's 2 people
Yeah.
on here that I need to get. I don't think I'll have an issue with one, but my 1-1 I think is hot. I think he's hot. I think he's yeah. So or it could be.
It's gonna be it's gonna be very
No. Or she,
That's gonna be very interesting for me. So we'll see how this goes.
Jack is not a huge
already know,
basketball
Jack
fan,
is going
guys.
off the
So
dome right now.
I'm a
let's
fan.
bear with us.
I'm getting there.
Okay, we're trying. We're trying, but I'm
Hey,
not
just
gonna.
keep mentioning our glorious king, LeBron James, and you'll be perfectly fine, Jackson.
That take last week was so funny. The take when you were like, when Jack was saying like, "Oh, do you think people are going easy on LeBron?" And you were like, "Yeah, people don't want to dunk on LeBron. That makes sense." It just had me rolling because it was like, "Oh yeah, like."
Because you know how some people they go kind of easy on Tom Brady. Oh, some people think
No, what are you
easy on
talking?
Tom
Or
Brady.
maybe it was Tom Brady. Was it LeBron or Tom? But like,
I
either
don't
one,
think
like,
anybody does.
yeah, either one doesn't make any sense, Jack. I think you're thinking of like the Brett Favre thing when like he went down for like Strahan. That's the only time like in NFL history that any like NFL player has been easy on another one.
Yeah, maybe I don't know.
And it was very frowned upon. Fuck
It
you,
was
Brett
people
Favre.
still are. I think there was that one dude who like
Oh,
his
he was
record
pissed.
broken. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see when he was later on in life, he met up with Brett Favre and he's like, "You fucking hurt me, dog." He's like, "No, I'm not shaking your hand. You're a piece of like, yeah." Shout out to that guy. Can't remember him.
Brett Favre.
Probably would if Brett Favre didn't go down. Coward.
Because he doesn't have the record, so I don't know who he
Look
is.
what you've done. Look what you've done, Brett Favre. Yeah, so it's gonna be a fun draft. We do have to decide the order of the draft. Last week's winner was turns out. No, I'm just kidding. No,
We had a winner. Oh.
I was just gonna start making up random
Gandhi?
winners. Yeah, Gandhi. Actually, can we get a hand up moment for Gandhi? We did look it up, and Gandhi is Hindu. He practices Hinduism.
Yeah, that was my fault. You know, from this point forward, I will be more on top of my knowledge
here
with
at
things.
we're very accept.
There's also
We accept all kinds of religions here at Chats, and Jax has a hand up moment, and I think he's sitting on that. All we can do is say we're gonna be better.
I owned up to
Is
it.
there another hand up moment from last week as well, Jackson?
Is it me or is
No.
it
I was talking about Dune, but that was no. Move on.
We're not there yet. We're not there yet, Jax.
I was like, is he still bringing up that garbage ass movie?
Oh god, we're just gonna keep hammering away at that.
We have to pick. We have to pick.
We got to get it going. We're doing good on time here, damn it. Okay, let's stay on track. We're gonna be holding up odd even numbers on our hands here. On the count of three, whoever's the odd man out or even man out. No, that doesn't make sense. Odd man out is gonna be the one that picks the order. Okay, on three, boys, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, Jack, you bitch.
Jackson.
All right, Jack, you get the order here. How's it gonna go down?
I mean, tradition.
Tradition.
Right?
I gotta put Brian's number 2.
Fair.
Chad's 3.
Bitch. Oh, I hope if I don't get this guy,
this is gonna be a tough one.
Brian, I'll trade you that 2 spot. I'm just kidding.
I don't think we're on the same wavelength.
All right, I think I'll be good. Maybe I'm overthinking it.
I think you are because
I think I know who you want.
I put some time into this. I'm hyped for it.
So I'm like debating if I want to do.
I had
something.
to put some time in this. I really had to.
He's like, I got
fine.
a lot
You'll be
of basketball knowledge from Chad, so
it's all gonna be Celtic stuff.
Yeah.
Larry Bird, the greatest. No.
Oh.
All right, let's jump right in, Jackson, with the number 1 overall pick. What's your 1-1?
You know what? I'm just gonna go with NBA villain.
Let's go, NBA villain, baby.
Let's get that out of the way, because that one I had a little bit of a hard time with. I don't know why.
I'm a little nervous about this one.
I think I'm more of a hard time with
nervous.
it. I'm gonna go with Bill Laimbeer.
Let's go.
Okay. He was on my
Good
list.
job, Jack.
And
what a history buff.
Because I just remember
what a piece of shit Bill Laimbeer is.
What were they called? The bad
boy Pistons.
Great,
Boy Pistons.
great 30 for 30.
And I remember the the
All a bunch of sissy,
documentaries.
whiny
I
babies.
remember the documentaries and like just like watching his physical play and like his hard fouls that he's
He's playing tackle football out there.
like,
He's playing to hurt
and
people.
people hated him outside of Detroit like
Yeah.
crazy, especially like he was in the
Almost every
was
single
he in the
person.
Jordan era,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
He was
Some
also in
say
like
that's Jordan couldn't
the
take that hump over them, or
Yeah,
the Bulls
the
team.
back-to-back championships too, right?
Yeah, I think they did. Yeah. Good pick, man.
Yeah,
That's a good pick. That guy's a real piece of shit.
Yeah, he was
maybe
he
they
was
get
he
picked.
was like one of the perfect antagonists I could probably pick. I have a couple, but
One of the first really big
He was, and,
bad
and the thing
guys.
is, he owns it too.
One of the
Like in
first
that
really
bet,
he
like
wasn't there to make friends, no, and he says it.
and I
no,
think he knew that he had to kind of be that way because of Jordan too. You know.
No, I just don't think he was that talented, and so he had to like
No.
make
Oh,
up for it with like
you think
beating the
so?
shit out of people. Yeah.
Well, some people think that
he's a workhorse.
well, some people think they had to beat the shit out of Jordan because that was the only
Well,
way.
Jordan
That was
was
kinda like-
Jordan before. That was pre-Jordan.
I mean, he was still doing it. He just didn't have the death squad with him. But
Mm.
like, that was just kind of the part of their like game plan back
Yeah.
in the day.
Oh.
It was like if
That
someone's
was
too
their
hot,
attitude.
sweep the fucking leg. Like that was
Mhm.
part of the game, and so that's why it's hard to compare like back then and now because it's hard. It's like what rules are we're
Yeah.
Because if we're playing old versus new, it's like what if you pick the new rules, new guys are gonna win. If you pick the old rules, I mean old guys are probably going, but newer people are way bigger. Like you think like if they could probably adapt pretty quickly and start throwing
Oh, yeah.
haymakers.
Faster,
You never know. Hey, imagine LeBron just coming down the track, just laying a motherfucker out and getting like like a blocking foul or something.
Afraid.
yeah, he's trucking people. Good pick, Jack. Good pick.
This is where I'm debating because I think I know where Chad's gonna go.
You have no idea.
So I think I'll be able to get this other person that I want on my board. So I think I'm actually gonna go shoe here,
Okay.
and I think I'm just gonna go the Jordan ones. I mean, this
Classic.
like the sneaker that started it all.
Classic. What year did that come out,
mean-
Brian? Trivia test.
85.
Good job. Look at you. You came prepared.
I mean, I think it's still relevant to today. They're still making very versions of Jordan 1s with color schemes and stuff like that.
Dude,
I mean, they're also
20 color
iconic
ways
sneakers.
every year coming out, especially through Christmas.
I
Those
think
things
it's a
are hot.
sneaker that started all and obviously relevant to all of Jordan's line and just, Jordan in general. So
Does
I
anyone?
think that was having to be my clear one. I think so.
No, not even close. Did
Interesting.
did
To
did
me,
anyone
yeah, it was different from me,
else
too.
have anything other than Jordans on their
I had
list?
some Kobe's.
No, I just had Jordan.
I think it's like Jordan has like top 6 shoes probably,
He does.
and then you can start dabbling in the other ones, but no one touches like at least probably 6.
I'm gonna say like
6 of
what,
those
Pumbaa?
things. Got the LaMelo 2s, the Rick and Morty
The big
edition.
Yeah.
Really like those.
But yeah, that was my pick. I had to.
Good pick, Brian. Awesome. Okay, I'm so hyped right now. I was terrified I wasn't gonna get this guy. I think there was a clear number 1 here. I'm going NBA analyst.
Okay.
I'm going the king. I'm going the man, the myth, the legend, the round mound of rebound.
Oh yeah.
Sir Charles Barkley. Not really knighted, I found out, by the way. I always thought he was like, what did he do for that? It's not real. So Charles
That's why I thought you
Barkley.
were gonna go
All you have to do is own
Stephen
land.
A.
No. Charles
That's where I thought
Barkley.
you were gonna go.
Dude, I kind of thought of it like late second, but I looked up a couple videos of like some of his best stuff. Shout out TNT Inside the NBA.
Very
Looked
funny. I mean, Chuck is Chuck.
Dude, I was like crying, like how funny that show is. It's like amazing shit talker. First off, love me a good shit talker. I've said that before.
Yeah, he's not
Shout out
afraid.
young Larry Bird.
Not afraid to criticize.
Like one of the stories he tells is like Kenny says like, Elijah Wan used to tell me like this all the time, and then like Chuck interrupts him and he goes, "What? Give me some water." And it's just like, just like his comedic timing is like, I was cracking up on that one.
The big old women from San Antonio.
Oh, the San Antonio skits are fantastic.
Very funny.
He's like, I got two words for you: Steve Nash, Chris Paul, must see TV. And they were like, that's 8 words, and he just could not like process it.
That and then like all his other shit that he does, he could still be funny whether he's like commentating on like the golf stuff as well during like those matches.
Everything he does.
And just all his suspicious moments where he
Oh
says
my
shit.
God. Yeah, I
Like
put that
when a guy's banging you, it's like
wildly
whoa,
honest.
pause.
Oh, and you see, when you're coming on, when I was thinking about coming.
Yeah, no, he's like talking about coming.
Dude,
Whoa.
and they just like dying. Shaq is just dying in the
Yeah.
corner.
I said this.
Them
just-
young boys coming.
I put wildly honest, and you gotta love it about, and just like his innocence look, because he's like, because he didn't mean it, but it's just like kid caught in the candy shop look. It's so wholesome. He said once he said about Zion, it looked like him and Shaq had a baby. I thought that was really funny when Zion had those like thick pics coming out after injury. Just a funny guy. I thought he was a clear 1-1. Super happy I got him in the late round here. Later in the
I thought
round
your love
here.
for Stephen A. That's a miss. on
I
my
don't.
part.
You guys more make that up than it actually is. I enjoy
You
Stephen A.
wanted to start a podcast
because
recapping
they had a okay.
I mean,
For the listeners.
how do you not
For the
love Stephen
listeners,
A.
since we're touching
if you
on
wanna
this,
do
and I
that?
still think it's a kind of a good idea. The first take is kind of falling off the edge here a little bit. When Stephen A. and Max Kellerman were on, it was fantastic. I loved it. I thought the points were hilarious. Sometimes like they were really good points. Sometimes one of them always had an outlandish one. And so sometimes both. And I just thought it'd be a good idea to have a podcast where we talk immediately about the topics they talked about and then talk about their crazy like points and how stupid they are, how right they were. Thought it'd be great. Was going to name it First Takedown. I don't know. Just shooting off the hip here. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. We didn't do that.
First takedown.
We didn't do that. Either thank God or maybe it's still on the table at some point. I don't know. But
Maybe that was the Monday podcast. Who knows? Monday.
we got
episodes.
time. We got maybe if this takes off, you never know. But anyways, what were we talking about? Yeah, Charles Barkley.
Who
Super happy
knows?
to get him.
Maybe.
Super happy.
Um,
For my back-to-back pick here, because I'm in the corner here. You pick last in the first. You pick first in the second. I'm gonna go. Fuck it. I'm going NBA villains because I don't think I have like anything else that's gonna be super hot off the board here. Going NBA villains. I don't even think this is gonna get taken, but I did my research. Looked around. There's a lot of people that could have been said. I have a lot of honorable mentions on this one. A lot of the people did some minor things here and there, and I was just kind of like, okay, that's not bad. Next guy. Okay, he's got a nice little rap sheet there. Next guy. And then this guy came across my board. And oh boy, I remember this son of a bitch. I'm going to go with Ron Artest, a.k.a. Meta World Peace.
Nice.
16th pick in the 1999 NBA draft by the Chicago Bulls. Didn't last long, though. Ron Artest was suspended for the remainder of the 2004-2005 season for the Malice in the Palace, the biggest well-known fight in NBA history. Was suspended for 73 regular games, the longest, and 13 postseason games. The longest in-season suspension for an on-court incident. What if people don't know, he got into a scuffle with a player. There was a foul called. He kind of walks away.
Some Malice in the Palace. I don't think you
People
need to
don't know.
explain it.
It happened a long time ago. Okay, I'm sorry if Jack, do you know what that is?
Yeah, I do, but my mom doesn't. Like she's listening. You know?
And that's one of our favorite listeners. Shout out my mom. So, anyways, a cup was thrown at Ron Artest, and he went into the crowd and just started throwing haymakers at a guy he thought threw the cup. Wasn't the right guy. In the process of going into the stands, he pretty much bulldozed over his own radio guy, fracturing his vertebrae in 5 different places and needing reconstructive surgery. So, season after the Malice in the Palace, he requested a trade, just really shitting on his whole team. I think really a douchebag move. Also broke Jordan's ribs once in practice. Just wanted to throw that in there. Kind of an asshole. Once he needed time off for a funeral, and the Pacers gave him that, only to show up on the Source Awards later that night, presenting an award. Real douchebag. Also had to give up his Great Dane at one point for malnutrition and neglect, I believe it was. So, we could pick any one of these amazing reasons why to hate this guy. And he changed his name to Meta World Peace, and I hated that even more because even after that, he was throwing elbows, being a real piece of shit. He knocked the fuck out of James Harden. Remember that? You remember that?
Some say he deserved it.
James Harden? A young James Harden?
I'm just saying some people say he deserved it. He did nothing wrong and was
clocked
provoked
him on that one, which caused James Harden a concussion, by the way. Was immediately ejected. Yeah, I'm picking Ron Artest.
Yeah, no one deserves a concussion.
The number one villain on and off the court. Real piece of work there. That guy,
I mean,
Ron
yeah,
Artest.
definitely a villain. Like, solid pick. He's also just kind of like towards the end of his career, just kind of like
Weird.
moved past that. Yeah, and kind of became like weird
No,
with the
he
whole name change
tried.
and
You
stuff
know
like
why he
that.
moved his? You know why he changed his name, Ryan? Because his original reason, and he changes it later. He's like, "Well, no, it's because of this and religion and yada yada yada." No, it was because he said, "Well, people hate on Ron Artest. He's a bitch. No one can hate on world peace." Like
I didn't know
that's just
that.
the dumbest.
Crazy.
I'm just saying,
Come on,
playing devil advocates here.
but he
I mean, he kind of just towards the end of his career,
he
kind of
he
just don't
he played in
really think of him
China.
like that.
He played in China and changed his name to Panda's Friend. Racist. Just saying, kind of a douchebag. And then changed it back to world peace after. Just what are we doing? Okay. And it's like this guy, I just don't like him. He's a fake nice guy, fake
America.
wannabe tough guy.
America.
I mean, you're also forgetting NBA champion beat the Lakers in 7 games as well. You're forgetting
That has
to
nothing
mention
to do.
that part.
That has nothing to do with
You're describing him.
that has nothing to do with my
NBA
pick.
champion, NBA champion,
That has nothing to do with my pick. I'm just
NBA champion.
moving on. I got Ron Artest.
That season when he was suspended, did he ever play?
Oh, the Pacers were never the same. They were in the Eastern. They weren't Brian, because that was the end of Reggie Miller's. That's why it was so bad. He broke up that whole team. He had O'Neal. He had him. He had what's it called, Reggie Miller, prime Reggie Miller, maybe a little older than prime Reggie Miller, but still, like they had a squad. They were in the Eastern Conference Finals before that.
Was Shaq on the team?
Jermaine O'Neal, different O'Neal. Don't worry, I'll cut that. Yeah. So
I think I'm in between a couple because I'm not sure if Jackson's gonna go right here with villains.
Already
But
did
I
villains.
Oh shit, then okay, then I'll
they
actually be
got Bill
good.
Laimbeer.
Um then I'm actually gonna go with Jersey, and this is where my bias is gonna
Oh,
show.
Damn it.
And I'm gonna go
oh
with
God,
the
Brian,
Lakers,
Oh, okay.
and I'm gonna go with that Showtime Gold 78 to
you're
99.
so
Just
weird.
classic, one of the most perfect NBA jerseys of all time. Just that color pops so much
Was
because
it
you're
78 to
reminded of
89?
78 to 99, I see.
99? Fuck.
Seeing
That thing had a run.
just the absolute, Showtime Lakers,
Classic.
just absolute classic. You see that, you think greatness, you think,
For sure.
NBA champions, you think of Showtime Lakers, and don't act like it doesn't pop. Don't act
No, it's
like that
cool. It's
that
cool.
color
I
and
wouldn't
that
have.
jersey doesn't pop.
I
Don't
mean, I'm
act like it
biased because
doesn't.
I'm a Celtic fan, so I'm not going to put it even close to my top 10. But trying to be like removed from the situation as possible, I see like the cool design dynamics of the jersey.
You're gonna
I
say
see.
It's a
floss.
I was
beautiful.
gonna say design flaws. No, I like the curved collar there is nice. I don't like a pointed
It,
ones. The V necks aren't. I don't like that. So,
it's a beautiful jersey. It's a beautiful color.
yeah, it's good.
Had
It's
to
good
have
stuff.
it. Love it. I
Good,
mean, it's an all time
okay
jersey.
pick. I think we could have got a lot more creative, Brian. I don't think you explored the space at all.
I
Um,
there I have a lot more creative on here, but like there's just something that takes you
You just
back
dropped
to
the
that
ball.
jersey.
I just feel like you dropped the
Like there's
ball.
just something that takes you back to it that you're just like, fuck me, that's a clean ass fucking jersey.
I'm sorry,
And
you.
I had to do it.
I'm just kidding.
I had to do it. I had to do
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I said my piece. I said my piece. Jackson, you are on the clock for number 2 and 3 pick on your NBA draft list.
All right, I'm gonna go with the jersey right away.
Hot jersey. Jerseys are hot.
Because I think that was like my favorite thing to look for, like to think about.
NBA jerseys are nice. They do have some nice
Yeah.
jerseys.
Oh
That
man,
and
I went down the
shoes.
list. I
That
got
and
like
shoes.
Yeah,
3. I got
dude.
like 3 I could pick from. I think
Yeah,
I might get my one though. Oh, I hope Jack doesn't take. He's
maybe.
gonna fucking take it. I know.
I'm not gonna go with Celtics, so you're good.
No, I'm not. I'm not going with the fucking Celtics. I'm not
Okay.
Brian. I'm not
Um,
just gonna go
uh,
with the home team.
man, I'm gonna go with the
You have to.
I'm gonna go with
Good pick.
the '90s dynasty of the Bulls.
Oh, see, I
And
like that one more than the Lakers for
and
sure. That one's
and
like super iconic.
I mean,
Not a
like
fan of red.
super. I love red. I like red a lot.
I
All right.
can't pull off red, so I don't like
It's
red.
got the
But I can
bold.
pull off Showtime gold for
You
sure.
got the bold red with the black trim. The classic Bulls logo. You got the perfect number font.
That's a
Like,
banger.
I mean, it's a banger. Like, honestly, I think like timeless look, especially like when you think of, Jordan and all that. That
That's
was my pick.
super iconic. We grew up on that jersey.
Yeah.
So '90s baby Jackson Marcy.
What
And
can what can I say,
Space Jam.
What can I
All that
say?
stuff. It's just kind of set the tone for
Yeah.
our childhood
What
a
can
little
I
bit
say?
there.
What can I
Good
say?
pick, Jack. Good pick.
That's actually a good leeway. Space Jam is a good leeway to my other pick, which is gonna be shoes.
You bitch.
And I'm gonna
Fucked up, man. I shouldn't. You were gonna do it anyways, right?
yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go with Air Jordan 11s.
Fuck you.
The Space Jam
Damn it.
Jordans.
I think
Baby,
that was that my
baby,
number one.
baby,
Yeah, that was my number
the
one shoe.
legendary Space Jam
That
appearance
was my
Jordans,
number one
baby.
shoe.
Man, shit. I had to go back and
That's
look
fine.
for who designed it. His name is Tinker Hatfield.
Tinker Hatfield got some bangers, bro. Tinker Hatfield did a lot of the Jordans, and my God, this guy has a fucking design.
Yeah, I mean, it just transcended the
Damn, I
basketball
wanted that one,
game,
Jack. That's a
man.
good one.
I love Space Jam, especially the first one. The other ones suck. And there's only one more, right? And
What do you mean?
The shitty LeBron one was horrible, Brian. You know it.
you
He
know
knows
it is. You know it is.
Snub for an Oscar, I think, but that's fine.
Yeah,
Was it?
that's how horrible the Oscars have gone.
Special effects, but move on, move on.
Okay, but
Yeah.
again,
Ja-
Space Jam, incredible movie, and
we're talking
and I
about
grew up on it.
the black
Legacy.
11s with we got the see-through on the bottom.
Yeah.
With the purple accent. Those purple accents really make the shoe. I remember when they
Yeah.
re-released those a few years. Well, it's probably a while ago.
It honestly was
Um,
like a cultural phenomenon, to be honest.
Yeah, no, they sold out. They sold out so hard. Everyone had those fucking shoes. Yeah, except for me.
I wanted them,
I wanted them.
and
I
then
didn't get
and
'em.
then I was like, "Oh, make me like Mike," and then
Stop saying pigs. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's great pick, Jack. I would have picked it. I have a decent backup for that, but damn, I wanted those shoes.
so that's
At
my
one
two.
point, those were considered dress shoes. Like that's how nice those shoes were. Like, people would wear them with suits and I mean, people still do that, but like that was like kind of the start of like that. I feel like so. Yeah, shoe that transcended time. Good job, Jack. All right,
No,
number 2,
please
you're back
do
on the
that.
clock.
Please do.
Man in the middle. Man in the middle.
I kind of want to do something crazy here, but then I'm also like, no, Brian. But then actually, I kind of already lost because I just thought Chad loved Stephen A. more than Chuck. So at that
Oh,
point, it's like
were you gonna
once
get
you
him?
have Chuck,
Were you trying to get him?
yeah, I just thought you loved Stephen A. Where I was like, okay.
No, that was the
So this is
narrative
where
you
I
guys
think.
pushed.
I mean, like I said, you want to start a first take podcast. So I think I'm just gonna go crazy here when it comes to villain. And It only lasted a couple of seasons, to be fair, but I stand by it that he fucking destroyed basketball for those few seasons. And I'm going Kevin Durant.
That's a good one.
I fucking hated Kevin Durant
That's a
when he
good
went
one.
to the Warriors.
It did
It
kind of. It was
was
horrible.
he destroyed basketball. Like no team was ever gonna beat that team. The only like I think they ended up going to 6 or 7 games. I think it was six
I wonder
with
how
the
many
Raptors.
championships
You
LeBron
fucking
wins
had
if
Clay
like you
blow
don't
out
have the
his
super
knee.
team. Yeah.
Yeah, like Clay blew out his knee and fucking Durant tore his Achilles. Like if they're healthy, they probably three-peat. Um
God didn't want that team to continue.
and dude, and it was like
He said
fucking,
enough.
joining a 73 win team and the
That's
fucking
crazy. That's
Golden
like
State
the
Warriors,
weakest move.
who you took to 7 games when you were in OKC.
How you gonna join the
And
team that
like,
beat you?
and yeah, like, and it's like, it's not like you guys got your
It was a
doors blown
rival. He
off.
went to a rival.
Like,
It's like
and
if
you
Tatum went to
almost
the
beat
Sixers.
them. Yeah, Lakers probably. Sixers are dead.
Yeah, they're not really a rival at all. I don't know.
No.
Maybe like the
Um,
Heat. Maybe if like Tatum went to the Heat, because those
maybe.
motherfuckers somehow some way find us in the playoffs every goddamn year.
Like, yeah, so he just destroyed basketball, and that it just gives another like peer or like another just like argument of like, oh, LeBron couldn't win. No one's beating that goddamn team.
No
Like, do you
one's
guys
taking
not
that team
see?
down. Are you
Do you
fucking
guys not
crazy?
see the goddamn scrubs that he was playing with to beat that team? Like he did it without Kyrie Irving on that
The
That's what
D
I'm
team.
saying. Like,
Wade.
what kind of narrative would LeBron have had if he just didn't have that fucked up move just facing him every year in the finals? Like,
Yeah,
Kevin Durant fucked
crazy.
LeBron so hard. Like,
And he just destroyed. It was literally like, why am I watching this? The NBA Finals. It's
people
fucking
literally
just a
just
five
watch.
game or 4 game.
They just watched until
Like,
the conference final, and then that was it. And then you
ju-
knew it was like, okay, well,
like
that was
well,
fun.
it was crazy to see like Durant with Curry and stuff, but he just destroyed basketball. And unless you were a fucking Warriors fan, it was
Man,
like
what a
this fucking
time to be a
sucks.
war. Imagine like those diehard Warriors fans, dude. That's been
Oh,
there since like
dude,
day
imagine
one.
buying stock in
Oh
that
my
Warriors.
god, man.
Crazy.
It's like buying into Apple before the
It was
iPod.
like,
Yeah,
was
absolutely.
the like kind of D Wade, LeBron on the Heat situation kind of like the same?
No, because they lost their first year and they lost their last year, so they were
Mm.
beatable. Like,
I,
and
That looked, but that when that
I think
happened,
in the terms of the super team
when
forming, like
LeBron
you
came
definitely
over,
have an argument.
it was like people were hating, and so that's why I was like, oh, LeBron's like
Yes,
a
they hated
it
because of
honorable.
was the
like how
decision.
it
The
was the
decision.
theatrics behind it. I
LeBron would have
think
been like
were
he's like an honorable mention, but like
I thought about it. I
for
really
sure
did. I like him too
could
much
have
though.
been
I think
on
he's
there
hilarious.
for like going on different teams, like the Lakers when he went on the Lakers, like how many people like really.
His
I think most
his
people kind of knew
funniest move
that.
yet. His funniest move. I put that out on Facebook. Shout out Facebook. Along like a year. You remember this, Brian?
I remember because I think I'm the only person that's like, yeah, give me
Dog,
LeBron.
I got some receipts. I put this out like a year and a half ago before he moved to the Lakers. I said sources say it was my only like breaking moment in my career.
Yeah, but to be fair, a lot of people were saying he was going to go to
A
the
lot of
Knicks. To
people
be
didn't
fair,
know. They had no idea. Like people that really watch basketball were calling me a fucking liar, and I was like, "What do you guys think? This might happen. Like, what do you guys think?" And people were, "Nope, don't want him. Don't need him. I'd hate if it happened." Every up and down slander, and then come 2 years later or a year later or whenever the fuck it happened. Yeah, he got a little assistance from COVID, but yeah, wins a championship. Everyone turns their opinion, and oh no, I don't. Well, I said that, but what I
why
meant
didn't you
was
post them?
I did. I
I
posted.
did
Maybe I'll put
you.
it on here for the episode. No,
Maybe you do. Hey, maybe you do. I
big
think I
one I
was on there
remember
being
was
like, give me LeBron.
I'm not gonna say Garcia. I'll just say his last name. Yeah, he was a big one that he really dug into the I don't need LeBron. And then he was the biggest motherfucker posting his shit after like as soon as he came
Was
on.
he?
Let's go, we got the king. Oh my god, like we're gonna win 5 championships. It's amazing. Like all this shit, just totally drunk the Kool-Aid. And there were multiple people like that. So yeah,
I'm sure. I'm
I'm
sure.
pretty sure Yuli was
But
like
to
that
your point,
too. Shout out Yuli.
he probably still hates LeBron.
Yeah,
But to your point, Jackson, I see the similar to the creator of the super team. But to that, I would say like the team that LeBron left was not like a great team. And you know something also about KD that he did when he went over to Golden State, he made Russell Westbrook likable.
Mm.
Like
yeah, that was weird.
who makes Westbrook
Do you
likable?
think that
He
you
made him
think
baby
that
You know?
face.
you think that
Yeah,
made
he turned
West
him
Yeah,
baby.
and like he went on that triple double season, and you were rooting for Westbrook because it's like he got left by this fucking dude joining that
Left at the
team,
altar.
and then
Yeah.
obviously that ended really quickly
do
because
you think
Russell
that
Westbrook
really like
stinks.
boosted his career? Like
Oh,
because
100%.
80, I mean, he made him yeah,
He went
100%.
from number
KD.
2 to number
Two-time
1.
champion.
Yeah, like, wait, who?
Wait, who? Yeah,
West,
I was talking about Westbrook.
Westbrook.
KD became a champ. He did, but then it also
No
like,
one counts those championships. I'll tell you right now. I don't. I mean,
um,
they happen. I count them more than the Lakers, but no, I'm
he-
just kidding. I probably,
Westbrook, like it did, like obviously give him that triple double season, and it was amazing MVP. Right? Did he win it?
yeah.
I think so.
Him
Like
and
so, it gave
Harden
him
were
that
going like
moment.
back and forth for a while.
But right now, the main narrative with Russ is just like that dude's not going to change. Like he's gonna.
He had a good season this year. He had a good season this year.
I think he kind of like tailored towards the end. And didn't you
Oh,
see the
he peaked
rumors
for
that
sure.
like
He's
the
peaked for sure.
rumors that like why like the coach got fired was because the other players were getting upset that he was giving Russell Westbrook special treatment, and it's like, bitch, like
Really?
this
We're talking
motherfucker
about the
doesn't deserve
Denver
that
Nuggets
treatment.
head coach, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
If you're not in tune, he got
Crazy firing
fired
right
out of
before the
nowhere.
playoffs.
Mike Brown, right? Is that his name?
Mike Malone,
Malone. There we go. Yeah, fired out of nowhere. Just won a chip 2 years ago, and
crazy.
out of there. And yeah, I guess now it's coming. Speculation is because what he's favored
Just one of the
Westbrook.
reasons. One of the reasons.
Interesting.
But
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
sure there's gonna be.
KD's my pick. KD's my pick.
Yeah, we can talk about that for a
I'm
while.
like, fuck it.
That
Yeah.
was a good pick.
KD's my pick.
What are we talking about again? No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
So I'm like, all right,
Good
fuck
pick,
it.
man.
That's a good pick.
That's a good
Brian.
pick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save
The Chadster
one of them
man.
for last. I got 2 picks here. I'm gonna go jersey and then shoe. I think because then all I have is
Coach.
coach. Right? Yeah. There we go. Okay. So for the jersey, I had a lot of fun with the jersey, man. There's not really a lot riding on the jerseys. There's a lot of really good ones. I have a couple honorable mentions. But for my jersey, I am going the 1998 Toronto Raptors jersey, the purple pinstripes,
Purple one.
Oh yeah.
big red cartoon raptor on the front.
Heck yeah.
That Vince Carter you just have memories of Vince Carter flying through the air wearing those things. Those things are so badass.
Those things are pretty. Like I just remember-
Toronto never hurt nobody, so it's like you don't hate the jerseys, you know. I mean, maybe Sixers fans do, but
Shout out to the Six.
but yeah, I really enjoy those. I think they're one of the most iconic jerseys in history of the NBA. Happy I got it the spot that I did.
It was on my list. It's a great jersey. I mean, the why do people stray away from some of these jerseys sometimes?
Bro,
Because they're
90,
so or like go
98,
back.
96 to like 98, that time
90s had
period,
great
the
jerseys.
90s had some
90s had some really good
bangers.
jerseys.
Does everyone have their
the
jerseys already?
the 90s
Yeah,
have
but we'll wait till honorable
Oh
mentions.
man, I got some.
the 90s
I know,
have
I know. I got some
bangers.
bangers too.
Such bangers, man. With
They
everything.
were on a roll. Whoever I feel like it was like the same person
Truly.
too. Like they just went to a guy
Yeah.
that like were just spitting hot fire. It's like a Jingles guy.
Well,
you know?
not just
Like,
like
it was
with
just-
jerseys, just everything in the 90s was just better.
So yeah, I'm going with the Raptors jersey, and then
That's a great pick.
Thank you. And then for shoes, since Jack took my fucking pick, I'm gonna go
The threes.
another creation of Tinker Hatfield. Shout out Tinker. I'm going with the Air Jordan 4s, the retro white cements,
Those are cool.
released in 1989.
Always wanted those.
Yeah, super iconic. Yeah, I think the shoe kind of goes with everything. It's just classic. The cement look on the bottom. Happy to get those ones on my list. We got the Raptors jerseys and the white cement retro 4s.
So is it my turn?
Yeah, Brian.
So I need
Brian, you are on the
coach
clock with your
and commentator.
fourth pick of the draft. Yep, we got coach and commentator still on the board here.
With coach,
You
I'm
and
gonna
Jack
go.
have that last. Isn't that funny?
That's scary.
With coach, I'm gonna go. I mean, he's my coach. I grew up with him, Phil Jackson.
Yeah. God damn,
I
you
mean,
missed his bias.
11,
God damn, you missed his
11,
bias, Brian.
11 rings as a coach, Hall of Famer, most postseason wins, most conference titles.
Hmm.
I mean, 11 goddamn rings, triangle offense. I mean, watched him three-peat in LA.
But is
I
he
mean, it's absolute.
funny? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Do you
um,
want to have a beer with him? Though? Probably, actually. God damn.
he probably has some stories that you
His
can kind of
100
tell.
packs a day voice. I gotta tell you, like it's so fucking deep, dude.
That and then obviously like the last dance and everything like
Oh
that,
yeah,
like just highlighting everything in there, just
Great
basically
program.
Jordan not wanting to play for anybody other than Phil just says also a lot in that aspect. And then also there was that moment in the last dance where they're talking about how he made everybody like write down like a dream or something that they wanted right before like the season started. They all said it and then they all burnt it into like, and even the players is talking like one of the true inspirational things they've been a part of. And he also would like the Zen Master, obviously that's what he was known as, and then would like hand players books based off like, shit that he would want them to read and like learn from.
Really art of
Um,
war kind of shit, right?
yeah. So, and then,
really
like I said,
engraving
just
their
grew up with him.
brains.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
like an old style of teaching.
Like you could
Works.
have great players, but to win 11 rings, you also got to be doing,
And not just with
you
one
got to be doing
team,
something right.
not just
it's
with
crazy
one
he did it
team,
with
but
two franchises
yeah,
in
two
two
different.
different
Yeah.
eras.
Did he win more with the Lakers or
And he won six with
Bulls, right?
the Bulls.
The bullies. Yeah.
And
Five with the
three,
Lakers.
five. Wow, what a
Fucking five.
what a legendary,
Separated too. He robbed one from us.
what a legendary coach. Shout out, shout out to him.
Yeah.
Also
Shout out
was
Phil Jackson.
banging the owner's
Jeannie
daughter
Buss. Oh, yeah.
while he was winning those championships in LA. Just a boss power
Facts.
move. I mean, what are
What's
you
up,
gonna do?
Pops?
What are you gonna do? You gonna fire that guy? No.
Yeah.
Firing all over your daughter? What?
Whoa,
What?
hey.
No.
We just went blue.
No, it's a good pick, man. It's a good pick. Coach
You
of
know
our
you had him
childhood
on
for
your
sure.
board.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
It is
No,
a
no.
good,
Uh-huh.
it is a good.
I thought of it, but I knew again, like he's a Laker coach. I can't pick him. Like I can't pick him.
You can't
Like, I'm
respect
sorry.
greatness.
He's good. I could say that, but I'm not gonna put him on my fucking list, Brian. I'm
No, I
sorry.
hear you.
Like,
I hear you. I hear you. Because I already
It's
know who
okay,
you're gonna put
Chad,
on
because
yours.
no, you don't.
I'll put
You have no
yours on
idea.
mine,
I
Chad.
bet you're not gonna pick who I'm gonna pick. If you pick who I'm gonna pick, I'll be shocked.
All right, I'm gonna
And
go
you
with the
could say
coach.
it's a Celtic guy, but it's probably not the guy that I have.
I'm gonna go with the coach that did coach the Celtics,
Okay,
Oh,
I know who you're gonna pick. And
and he
you're gonna pick who I think he is? 'Cause I might
honestly,
shit all over
you could
this.
say
no, if
he
I'll defend him till the cows come home,
you
Brian. You
could
shut your
say
fucking mouth. Go ahead,
you
Jack.
could say he revolutionized coaching.
This is nice because it's gonna get like two of us on the board here. So
It's gonna be Big Red. Big Red.
Red Eye Bag.
Red Auerbach.
You know what I mean?
Honestly,
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna go Bill Russell. I'm not
Uh,
gonna
I
lie.
thought about that, but I was like, that's too easy.
The Jackie Moon of the NBA. He was a player and a coach.
Yeah.
Not Red, Bill.
I remember him because that's kind of where I got my headband look, kind of that inspiration. Because you were like, you should
Jackie Moon?
wear a headband while you play basketball.
Jackie.
When I was like,
He had the
playing
hair, man. He
basketball.
had the exact same hair when he was like 10. Yeah, he grew it out. I'm still trying to. If we get to 100 subscribers, Jack will grow his hair out until he looks like Jackie Moon. 100 subscribers, not a lot, guys. So we can make it happen. Hit
100?
that subscribe button. Yeah, Jack, come on, for the pod. Come on, man.
Gosh, 1,000
100 subscribers, guys. Smash that button. We'll get Jack's hair looking like a shaggy.
I have to change my
chia pet.
I have to change my headshots. It's a whole thing.
Jack, 100 subscribers. We're gonna do it.
All right.
You
put it
heard
out.
it, guys. Here on the pod. It's a verbal contracts binding in California. Anyways, back to the picks. Say what Red Arbach, good pick. I think it's a great pick.
Big red. Yes, sir.
Goddamn, first dynasty in the NBA, just back to 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 back.
Yeah, he had what, 9?
So
Yeah,
he
playing against a bunch of plumbers. I mean, that'll do
settle
it.
the fuck down. He had a bunch of plumbers too, Brian. Okay, what's your fucking point? All right.
I'm just saying. Playing against a bunch of plumbers,
including his favorite plumber,
Were the
Super Mario, Brian. Okay.
Were the Lakers not a team in that time period? I know the answer already.
Is it my pick?
I want to hear you say it.
Is it my pick?
No,
Jack, go ahead. No, Jack's not done. Jack, go ahead.
I'm not done, Brian.
Okay.
No, but yeah, legendary coach. He had like what, 9 championships?
9 championships.
Incredible.
Just fucking.
You can't say that's not just with one team, right? Just the.
I think it was
11,
9.
11's more than 9 last time I checked.
I think it was 9 in like 11 years, maybe, or 10 years. It was like
that's crazy.
Yeah, it was fucking nuts, dude.
What a run!
And then he went to like president, and then they still kept winning. They got like 11, and then he was still there when like Larry Bird was there. And so yeah, he's got a shit ton of rings.
What a dog! What a dog!
He's got a shit ton of rings somewhere.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Arbach family.
Yeah, I mean, awesome, Big Red. All right, so I'm gonna go with my last is the analyst, right?
Yeah, you got it. I'm surprised you picked that. That's awesome, man. I respect that pick, Jack.
Thanks. I kind of, because I was gonna pick, what's his name, Will. I was like,
who?
Like that's just too easy.
Who's Will?
Bill, I mean, sorry.
Oh, Bill Russell.
Yeah.
William. Works.
you know him.
I see what you're doing, Jack. I see what you're doing. We go way back. I call him Will. A lot of people don't, but we have a special relationship.
We do. I have him on speed dial right here.
He's dead, Jack. So shout out to Bill Russell.
Well, I like the
speed dial straight to heaven.
I'm talking about those AI DMs that you could do on Instagram. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah. Just kidding.
Okay, that's good.
Miss you every day, Bill.
Red Arbach.
Okay, well,
saying his name.
The analyst, because I'm going between 2, but I'm going to say Hubby Brown.
Oh, you piece of shit! That was my pick. That was my next pick.
Jack's over here snaking players, man.
I love Hubie Brown.
Shoes.
I love Hubie Brown.
For the people that don't know who Mr. Brown is,
I loved how I liked how his like technical knowledge too was like really cool, like his accessibility and his ability to break down like complex basketball. I liked it. I even looking up, I had to look at him again. Like I looked up a couple of his videos again, and I was like, he's great.
Him and Mike Tirico were fantastic together. They were so good.
He's a former player too, right? He's a former player as well.
Coach, player coach. I hated the fact that Jeff Van Gundy, someone else, and like Mark Jackson were the main lineup for like the NBA finals and all that, because Mike Tirico and Hubie Brown were fantastic.
Yeah.
Like he talked about the game of basketball, what was going on,
and
the plays that they were running. And then freaking Van Gundy and them are just talking about anything other than the game that is happening on in front of them.
Right.
I was sad when COVID happened because he stopped commentating on a lot of games and he kind of like went away from that.
Yeah, I remember
and he
that.
did a couple more here and there, and he officially retired
91,
this past year.
I think still kicking.
He needed to retire. To be fair, he needed to retire.
Old, man.
But like he talked about the game of basketball, like, and everything that was happening in the game.
Yeah.
It felt like you were learning while you were watching the game that he was commenting on. So did not think he was going to be on your board, Jackson. Legit was going to be my last pick. You fucking snake.
Whatever video Jack watched on YouTube was a good one because he's got some picks.
No, because
he's got some history. He's got some banger shoes. Guy came prepared.
Hey, I was like, you know what?
Good job, Jack. Proud of you.
Gandhi never again. You know what I mean?
No, you gotta stand on that. You gotta stand on that, man.
You gotta stand on business.
But no, like I just remember, I always remember like just listening to him be like, oh, like this guy knows a lot of stuff, and like he like I kind of respect him a little bit more because he's done both, you know, and like he's just I feel like he's
When did
been
he
through
play? Like in the
the
60s?
ringer.
The Plumbers? With the Plumbers, Brian?
And he taught those plumbers well, I bet.
Hey,
What, off the top of my head, I'm going to be honest, I can't.
You don't know who he is.
No. I even looked him up. I'm horrible with faces. Admittedly, you don't see a lot of their faces. You just hear the voice. If I hear his voice, I would know who it is. I'm going to look it up after the pod. That's on me.
yeah,
So,
look it up. Great,
that's not a them problem. That's a me problem. So
great
I'm
dude.
gonna
Talked to
correct
him
you.
last night. I was like, hey, I'm gonna pick you in the pod. I'm gonna pick you.
He said, "What? Who are you? Stop calling here."
Stan, is that you?
God.
Plumber again.
Hubby Brown, is it? How do you say it?
Hubie Brown.
Hubie Brown. Shout out Hubie Brown.
I think I said house.
Shout out.
91.
Loved Hubie Brown. Loved him on TV. He was great. Now I'm in a pickle, Jackson. I gotta say, you kind of put me
I
in a pickle
love it. I love it. Jack came
because
prepared.
there's two that I could pick from right here, and one of them is strictly just for his
For
catchphrase.
one thing he says. But
His
God.
catchphrend that's just so
I
good.
One
think I know.
word.
I think
For
I know.
literally
Takes
one
off that.
word.
I think
I
I
think I
know.
had to go. Bang!
Bang!
Mike Breen.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God. What a
when you hear a
great.
bang from Mike Breen and the double bangs, I mean, you know you're watching greatness.
Surprisingly, very few double bangs in the history of bangs.
And
Not
I
much.
apologize, yeah, and I apologize to you, Chad, because I just yelled bang so
No,
loud.
you're good,
You
man.
might have to edit that.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I
But
think we
yeah,
can allow
like
one.
I mean, that Curry. Imagine watching Curry hit that shot against OKC and then not hearing bang
It's
afterwards.
like half the reason I watch basketball. So
You know,
it's
like
so
it just
good.
it hits like
When
bang.
I'm getting goosebumps just like thinking about
It's
it. Like
I'm like
Get
hoping
picked.
for game
I get
winners
picked.
just so I could hear him just yell it.
I love it when he yells it and then says like bang, bang, Pacers by 6. Like it's just like he tells like, oh my God. Like, holy,
Oh,
you're on the
fuck
edge of your
James.
seat. When you get like 3 bangs in the last like 30 seconds, it's a fucking game and you know
I mean,
it.
it's my alarm clock in the morning. Bang! I wake up and I'm like, oh, what's going on here?
We should do a game for the first round. Anytime you hear bang, you gotta take a drink.
Yeah,
You're
I
gonna be
mean,
shit faced.
and you know what? I hope I am because then that means I'm having the time of my life
I want
watching
to
that
hear it
basketball game.
100 times Saturday and another
There
100
is
on
no
Sunday.
limit of how many times you want to hear that during a basketball game because that just means the floodgates are open, the shots are going in, everyone's shooting 80% from the field, and you're
80%.
watching. I mean, you're just
It's a
watching
fucking
a
all-star
glorious
game out there.
Dang, he's losing his voice by the end of the third.
Oh man, what a pick, dude! It's funny because it is one word. Like it's just
It's like
he's a
literally
good
it.
he's a good commentator. Like,
He is.
but
Now that Jeff Van Gundy and Mark Jackson
yeah,
are
it's a
out,
low
it's
bar.
great. But
Oh yeah.
like, I no, I hated them. I'm glad that they're gone.
What's his name? What's his name?
Mike Breen, Breen.
But shout out
But
to
yeah,
Mike. Shout out to Mike.
after Hubie Brown, that was gonna be like my heart pick because I knew Chad didn't know who he was. Clearly,
Did
I
you
didn't
know
think you
that?
were gonna know.
Did you know
Jackson.
that?
I just knew you weren't. I think you were gonna. I thought you were gonna pick Stephen A. So I was like, there's one
I'm
person
happy.
on the man's
I'm
board.
happy. I snuck. Were you gonna pick him over Charles Barkley?
No, I was gonna. My goal was that you were gonna pick
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, my
Stephen A.
my
and
So
second.
you
that's
had
what it
your
came back to
1
me.
and 2 taken?
No,
Oh,
or
okay.
commentators.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
tough.
did. Yeah.
That's it. What a draft. Look at
My
us.
Yeah.
my 1 and 2 were what the guy I
Well,
drafted and Mike Breen.
Yeah.
Chad
Oh
finished.
yeah.
God damn it. No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say
Dang. Just one more.
I was
One
just
more.
gonna say Mike was gonna be my second pick. Like if I didn't get him,
Mike.
I mean, Mike Breen.
Green, or the guy we
Yeah,
just
that
talked
guy.
about.
Yeah. Bang. You talking about
did he
bang?
Yeah.
You talking about bang?
Bang.
Let me bang, bro. No. That's another thing. All right. Finish.
What a fucking reference with that clip. Let me bang,
Do
bro.
you remember that?
Let me bang.
Yes. Let me
The
fucking
UFC fighter.
bang. Yes.
Let me fucking bang.
Oh man, what was
Oh
that show
God,
called?
what
Tough
a
Enough, something
Ultimate
like that.
Fighter.
Yeah,
Isn't it the
yeah,
Ultimate
yeah.
Fighter?
Oh god, that was
Let me
hilarious. Fucking bang, bro.
bang.
Shout out that guy. He's probably in jail.
Yeah, probably dead. Yeah.
A lot of cocaine. A lot of cocaine.
There's nothing
Where
wrong
the
with cocaine. Next.
fuck?
What do you have left? Oh, you have Coach.
I know there's a lot of stuff on. Here we go. All right, we're back.
Oh,
I
it's
have,
me,
I have a
huh?
messy board here. I have one coach on my board, and that's because I knew no one was going to take him. Kind of a wild card here, but god damn it. I thought about what do I want in a coach? I want a personality. I want someone unique. I want someone I haven't seen before. A little bit of a psychopath. I want a little crazy in your eyes. I don't want to know what's
JJ
happening when you're looking
Redick.
back at me. Not picking JJ. Nope, nope, nope. Beautiful man, by the way, though. That guy's hair is always on point. I'm not picking
It
JJ.
is.
I'm going with champion Joe Mazzulla of the Boston Celtics. Joe Mazzulla. That guy, one
Oh
of my
my
favorite
God.
characters. One of my favorite characters in the NBA. If you're not familiar with Joe Mazzulla, his favorite movie is The Town. He has been quoted to watch it up to 4 times a week.
Wow.
That's not. Yeah, you heard 4 times a week. The
Yeah,
Town.
psychopath behavior for sure.
Psychopath. Yeah, he always uses Animal Kingdom references when he's talking. Like they could be talking about basketball, and he just brings up like, "Well, lion, kills a gazelle. He stalks his prey." It's something
Isn't this his
totally.
second year as a coach?
Yeah, yeah. Second year, no, third year.
And
He didn't win the
best
first
coaches
season.
of all time?
Not
I mean,
best,
up
but
there
like
with,
that's my
well, it's
coach. I'm
NBA
picking.
coaches, you would.
That's my coach. I'm picking. I could have picked any. This is the coach I'm picking for the parameters I'm picking. Yeah, highest winning percentage of any head coach in NBA history. Also, Brian, did you know that?
3 seasons.
Any coach that's coached over 200 games, that's a pretty good qualifier. I'm just saying, if we're going off of stats, he is the highest winning percentage of any coach in the NBA history. Okay, if you've done 200
He's still
games or more,
coaching.
if you've done 200 games or more, I'm just saying, any active or non-active coaches, it's a pretty good stat. Put some respect on his name.
11 rings is a better stat, I guess. 9 rings with the Plumbers
Once
is better as well.
One said tearing his meniscus was a great experience in an interview.
Wow, incredible. I hate.
He once blocked
Wow,
shots.
I want that in a coach.
He once blocked shots of the opposite team during the timeout. He just goes out there and starts blocking the shots, like to not let the other team get a shot off. I fucking love that shit. It's hilarious. And when asked about it, he said, "I don't want them getting fucking hot. Fuck that shit." Hilarious. Charles Barkley said he'd knock him out for that, also, by the way, which is another thing. So my team probably wouldn't get along very well, but
Oh, this isn't a team.
there'd be some dynamics. Well, just my group. There'd be some funny dynamics playing out for sure. And yeah, Joe
Chuck would
Mazzulla,
probably spit in your face for picking him as your NBA coach.
reigning champion Joe Mazzulla for my pick. Had to get a Bostonian on there. Jack, we got two Boston.
That's where your
coaches.
bias came in.
Yeah,
That's where the bias came in.
yeah, 100%.
But I mean, I can't. Not judging,
But like
not
my
don't
reasoning
judge
behind it is character wise, he's hilarious. Like he's so fucking funny. Watch some clips of like interviews with Joe Mazzulla. That guy, he is like kind of psychopathic. Like that guy is just
Question:
hilarious.
Were all your picks Celtic coaches, Chuck?
He didn't
I
have
had
much to
one
pick
pick.
from.
I told you
He
I had
didn't have
one.
much to pick from.
Yeah, Celtics. We hold on to our guys. At one point,
A
I
little
thought
too
Brad's-
long.
No, yeah, happy I got Joe.
Living in the now.
Wanted a little weird on my team. And also he's a really good coach. I think he came into a fucked up situation. The head coach before him had to leave town because he was banging one of his assistants. And yeah, he came in and took over and really didn't really miss a beat. Made it his own team and really respect the hell of the guy. Joe Mazzulla. Taking Joe Mazzulla.
Did
to round out
Ime
my list.
Udoka make it to the finals, or was it always Joe
Ime
Mazzulla?
Ime did against the Warriors.
Okay, so coming into a fucked up situation is taking over a team that went to the finals the year before.
What I'm saying is when he came in, the expectations are so high that like it was either final, you had to win a championship or bust. And so after that first year, people were calling for him to get fired. During the season, during the championship year, in the beginning, people were calling for him to get fired. He didn't give a fuck.
I'm just saying, I think a lot of coaches would like to go to coach a team that just went to the finals versus one that is the last
Listen,
place.
man, Boston fans, that we demand a lot out of our coach. So he didn't have an easy job. Came in and handled it like a pro. He's a very young guy too, so it's like it's hard to lead men when you're that young. But he really had an old soul on him. I'm proud of my Joe Mazzulla pick. Fuck you, Brian. And I think America is gonna be proud of it too when they hear it. So Joe Mazzulla ran.
I think that might have lost you the draft.
No. I need a little heart on each list, and that's my heart right there. Joe Mazzulla. Mr. fucking every other pick you had was a Laker pick, you
Miguel,
fucking homer.
It's your Miguel Jr.
Homer Simpson.
Jr.
Yeah, whatever, buddy. All right, why don't you explore the space a little better, Brian?
I said I lost the draft.
That's an honorable mention.
Really nailed it in.
Yeah, no, fair. I have a big honorable mentions list.
Nice.
If you want to start, Jackson.
Yeah.
Do you want me to read off the lists?
Oh yeah.
Sure.
All right, so we're gonna start. Jackson was at the number 1 spot. And for his picks, he did. I'm not sure exactly which order he picked them, so I'm just gonna go down the list. Wow. For the villains, he did Bill Laimbeer. That was number 1, I believe. Best jersey, he got Jordan's jersey from the classic 90s Bulls run. Best coach, he did Red Auerbach, Smoking Red. NBA shoe, we got Jordan 11s, the Space Jam edition. You motherfucker. Just robbing people. And then he took another steal here with best NBA analyst. He got Hubby Brown.
Hubie.
Sorry. Best NBA analyst, he got Hubie Brown. Great list, Jack. I think Jack, I was worried about Jack coming into this, and I think he might have the best one, honestly. This guy's got some bangers, dude.
Let's go.
Brian picked at the 2 spot, making some roots there at the 2 spot.
Yeah. I'm planting my flag here, I guess.
Plenty of practice. You think he'd be really good at it by now. For NBA villains,
I won a couple drafts.
For NBA, you won metaphorically. Someday we'll have people voting on it. For NBA villains, we got Kevin Durant. Best jerseys, we got Lakers. Apparently 78-99. What a fucking run. Best coach, Phil Jackson. Another Laker pick. NBA shoes,
that's also Phil Jackson.
Yeah, it's Phil Jackson. You're right. Half Lakers. NBA shoes, we got Jordan 1s, classic. For NBA analysts, we pick Mike Breen.
Bang!
Bang! AKA Mr. Bang. I'm telling you, it's hard to.
It's so good.
Yeah, I need to know the bang. It's Mike Bang Bean. Breen. For my list, I got NBA villains. I got Ron Meta World Peace Artest, that piece of shit. I got best jerseys. I got Raptors pinstripes. Best coach, I got Joe Mazzulla, Chat's world champion Joe Mazzulla.
Mr. Mazzulla.
Soon to be 2-time. NBA store shoes, I got Jordan 4s, the retro white cement ones. And then best NBA analyst, super proud to get this one, Charles Barkley, round mound to rebound.
Nice.
Solid list from all of us, guys. I really think this one's going to be a tough one to decide. Jack, I think yours up and down might be the strongest, but
let's go.
We'll let America decide that. We got some hot honorable mentions. Jack, you want to take off with that one?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Draymond Green for villain.
I thought he was gonna get picked.
I was in between him and KD, but that's why I was like, fuck it.
I mean, you could even say.
He punched his teammate.
Yeah.
2 Warriors.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go crazy. You can even say Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
I can early in his career.
But Kobe's also so beloved.
But yeah,
and he kind of went out.
I'm just saying, I can't sing like early.
Whoa,
I'm just saying, like, you can't hate on him, like.
It's
not, like the way I'm just saying, like he tragically. What I meant is like I'm not trying to. He tragically passed away, and so it's hard to feel bad.
We're done, dude.
It's hard to put him in a villain cat. That's what I'm saying. All right, come on.
He's an honorable mention.
It was honorable, not drafted.
Not drafted. Do I just keep going? Am I gonna take them?
Yeah.
Isaiah Thomas.
What piece of shit.
Yeah, you put Ron Artest, but yeah, Kevin Durant was great. That's about all I got. I was just
I was gonna say, what's the fucking dude that celebrated like he won the chip in Minnesota? Bradley
Pat
Beal.
Bev.
Nope. Pat
Oh,
Bev. Yep. Bradley Beal is a cool guy. Pat
yeah.
Bev. Pat Bev.
I yeah, I also had Draymond just to touch on him a little bit more. The fucking technical fouls,
yeah.
punching of the teammate, constantly just kicking people in the nuts. I mean, he all in all, he's probably like a 1-1 villain,
Yeah.
just in our time of like what we're used to right
hmm
now.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to pivot to KD. Dylan Brooks, I
I
had
was
he's the
shocked he
new
wasn't picked
form.
either.
Yeah, he's just too new.
Chris Paul.
You know,
That would be a good one.
Chris Paul, yeah, was something just
Rondo.
always annoying.
Really, Chris Paul?
No, not Rondo. I love Rondo, but
No. I also had Pat Bev on my list as
Pat
well for
Bev is
villains.
annoying as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, he's also one of those guys though. When he's on your team, you kind of like it and find it funny, but when he's not, you're just like, oh god.
Yeah. True
For
that. True
coach,
that.
I only had three people on my list. It was Phil Jackson, Pat Riley, and Greg Popovich.
I'd Bill. Bill Russell was probably my second one if I had to pick like another one. Probably would have been better if I had to ask Brian.
Yeah, Chuck
um,
Daly.
Jerseys, any cool jerseys? The old Milwaukee
jerseys,
ones were popping. The old
jerseys.
Rockets
I had,
ones. The
yeah.
the
I also
pinstripe
had,
white Rockets.
Well, traditional Celtic green, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's classic. Like
I didn't
I
want
could have
PP on
picked
my
that, Brian.
list.
I could have fucking picked that, and I didn't. I didn't.
I
Okay, I
I
just want you
had
to know.
Vancouver Grizzlies, the original
Oh
Vancouver
yeah,
Grizzlies are
that's
so
The
on my
fucking
list. That was
clean,
like
Miami,
3 on my
so
list.
goddamn
the
clean.
Miami Vice, the
Um,
Vice jerseys.
yes, those Miami
Yeah,
Vice I think are like super slept on.
those are
I think
probably
they're
the
like
best new
perfect for
ones like that
Miami.
Were
have
they
came out.
pink? They were like pink and
There's like
No,
black,
the teal
there's
ones.
like
There's a
teal,
oh,
teal. All of them are
and I
pretty
think
hot.
also a white one. Yeah. Like honestly, that's like Miami pivot. I think your jerseys are like blah with the fire and everything.
tight.
Like they pivot to the Miami vibe.
I don't love them.
Uh,
I don't like their logo,
really?
but
Mm. I like
no,
I
not that. The original
specifically
ones, what
the
you're saying, like the
Oh
ones
specifically
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
specifically the Vice ones though that were like
Yeah, agreed,
pink,
agreed.
pink
the
and blue.
Jazz, '96, all white with the mountain in the background.
The Nuggets with the skyline I also had on
I was
my
gonna say
Oh,
list.
that. Yeah.
I
fire!
had the Lakers baby blue.
Ugh,
I also had the
disgusting.
Seattle Sonics
Good
white
one. That's a
ones.
good one.
Um, and then I had shout out to the six OVO Raptors.
Yeah.
Ew,
Shout out
I don't like
Drake.
those at all. Those are so basic looking. What about for
Shut your
analysts?
goddamn mouth.
Analysts, I had Bill Walton was my second pick.
Obviously, Ernie,
Ernie's cool. He's like the Harden silhouette.
Shaq,
What's
Mike
what's
Tirico.
Harlan's name?
No, Kevin Harlan's actually a great pick. He's kind of becoming like a new head guy with like him being very funny. Doris
Yeah.
Burke.
She's dope.
Oh,
Um,
It was always funny when Drake had like his like "I love Doris Burke" shirt on. Anyways,
for shoes, I had the Kobe fours, Kobe sixes with the Grinch, and then Kobe sixes
damn.
reverse
I had the
Grinch.
Kobe
yeah, those
fours
Grinch
too.
ones are hot.
I
What
mean,
was my
the
other one?
Kobe fours really pioneered the low top. You know what I'm saying?
All mine's got picked. I had the ones, the 11s, and the fours.
It
Ron Artest
is
was
kind of
also
crazy that
arrested for no. I'm just kidding.
I think it's kind of crazy though that Draymond didn't get picked.
Yeah, that is
Just
wild
looking
because
at the
he's.
list a little bit, right? Because he's the villain of our generation. I
I
feel
wanted
like,
to
or
pick
I
an
guess
on and
Ron
off
Artest
the
for you.
field, on and off the court. Yeah, for me it was like Ron was a big bully, and when
Mm.
I was
To be fair,
growing up,
the off field antics
yo,
for
he
Artest,
had some things,
where
man,
Draymond, I
and on
haven't
the
really
court too.
seen anything.
He was beating motherfuckers up on the court, man. It was tough. He
Yeah,
elbowed the
he said
shit
some
out of Kobe's neck. Did he deserve that one too, Brian? You're in a tough spot here.
maybe you know what Kobe was okay with it because they won a championship together
We
when
all
they
know
beat the
Kobe was. We all
Celtics
know
in Game
Kobe wasn't
Seven.
perfect. Kobe had his demons.
How many slanderous attacks are we gonna have on Kobe this episode?
At least two more.
Oh, what?
No, I think great list from everyone. Yeah, this was fun. I enjoyed this. I liked how we did the different categories. Kind of made it
A
like,
little fun, right? A little
yeah,
different.
it was funny. Like I was like, oh, cool. I haven't heard a lot of. I'm sure there's a lot of them, but I haven't heard a lot of podcasts that like do the draft format like that. And then when we started doing it, the one of them I listened to like did it the exact way like that, and I was like, motherfuckers! Like, it was like a Simpsons did it moment.
Simpsons
So
did it.
yeah. So I mean, nothing's original, and also everything's original. So no one's like us. No one can be us out here, and we're here to give you guys the best product we can, no matter what format we have. So, but that's going to do it for us at the Chad's Chats podcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check all our episodes out on YouTube and Spotify. And as always, see you next time. Peace.
Peace.